The global landscape is shifting, technology is advancing at an unprecedented pace. In this dynamic environment, Europe faces a critical challenge: remaining competitive. While we have strengths, we must acknowledge the stark reality. The United States and China are surging ahead, particularly in technology innovation and productivity. Their economies are vibrant, their investments in research are robust, and their digital sectors are thriving. Europe risks falling behind if we do not act decisively. This is not a time for complacency, this is a time for bold action. We must invest in our future, embrace innovation, and create an environment where businesses can thrive. Our prosperity depends on it, our security depends on it. The world is watching and the stakes are high. Energy costs are a major concern for Europe. We face higher prices compared to our global competitors. This puts our businesses at a disadvantage. It makes it harder to compete on a global scale. Manufacturing becomes more expensive. Innovation becomes more difficult. We need to address this energy challenge urgently. Affordable energy is the lifeblood of a thriving economy. We must explore every avenue to reduce costs and secure our energy future. This includes diversifying our energy sources, investing in renewables, and promoting energy efficiency. A competitive Europe is an energy-secure Europe. The digital revolution is transforming our world. From artificial intelligence to biotechnology, new technologies are reshaping industries and societies. Yet Europe is lagging behind in this digital race. The United States and China are witnessing an explosion of tech startups and digital giants. They are setting the pace in areas like e-commerce, artificial intelligence, and renewable energy. Europe possesses immense talent and creativity, but we need to translate this potential into concrete results. We need to foster a culture of entrepreneurship. We need to create a regulatory environment that encourages innovation, not stifles it. We need to bridge the digital skills gap. Our future depends on our ability to compete in the digital age. Bureaucracy is a major obstacle to progress in Europe. Complex regulations and lengthy permitting processes can cripple innovation. Projects get bogged down in red tape. Investors get frustrated and look elsewhere. This bureaucratic bottleneck is particularly evident in areas like renewable energy and infrastructure. We need to streamline our regulations. We need to make it easier to do business in Europe. We need to create a more agile and responsive system. Time is of the essence. The longer it takes to approve critical projects, the further we fall behind. To catch up, Europe needs a bold investment strategy. We need to prioritize research and development, particularly in key areas like artificial intelligence, biotechnology, and clean energy. We need to close the investment gap with the United States and China. This requires a collective effort from governments, businesses, and universities. A strong single digital market is also essential. We need to break down digital barriers and create a level playing field for businesses across Europe. This will foster competition, spur innovation, and create jobs. The transition to a green economy is not just an environmental imperative, it's an economic opportunity. Clean energy technologies hold enormous potential for growth and job creation. Europe needs to be at the forefront of this green revolution. We need to accelerate the deployment of renewable energy sources like wind, solar, and geothermal. We need to invest in energy storage solutions to address intermittency, and we need to make it easier and faster to get permits for green projects. Sustainability and competitiveness go hand in hand. Strong capital markets are essential for financing innovation and growth. Europe needs to deepen and integrate its capital markets. This would provide businesses with easier access to funding. It would attract more investment from around the world. A unified capital market would allow for a more efficient allocation of capital. It would channel investment into promising sectors and innovative companies. This is how we can fuel economic growth and create jobs for the future. Former European Central Bank President Mario Draghi has issued a stark warning. He argues that Europe's economic competitiveness is directly linked to its prosperity and security. A weak economy makes us more vulnerable to external shocks and geopolitical threats. Draghi's message is a call to action. We cannot afford to be complacent. We need to make our economies more competitive, more innovative, and more resilient. Our future depends on it. As we navigate this period of rapid technological change, we must ensure that no one is left behind. We need to equip our citizens with the skills they need to thrive in the digital and green economy. This requires investing in education and training programs. We need to focus on reskilling and upskilling our workforce. We need to prepare them for the jobs of the future. A more inclusive economy is a stronger economy. Europe stands at a crossroads. The path forward is clear. We must embrace reform, innovation, and inclusivity. We must invest in our future, break down barriers to innovation, and empower our citizens. This is not the time for half measures or timid steps. This is the time for bold action and decisive leadership. The future of Europe depends on it. Let us rise to the challenge. Let us build a stronger, more prosperous, and more secure Europe for all.